Hi, thank you so much for joining. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our phonics series and how you can use our Usborne Phonics books to help your children learn to read. First we'll start off kind of our beginning basic reading methods, and that would be recognition of letters. And we have this fabulous, the alphabet picture book. You can find in our catalog, and what it does, it has the rounded tabs, so for those smaller hands, for them to be able to turn a page. For that 2, 3, 4-year-olds, it's no problem developmentally where they can grab a page and turn it. Love this book because it has both the capital letters as well as lowercase, a picture of the word as well as it's spelled out. So great, just a recognition of word with the picture. Great with upper and lowercase letters, and then just being able to go to the page they want to. This particular book has cardboard-like pages, so it's thicker than paper, so those younger hands can handle it without worries of tearing it up. So lovely alphabet picture book. Then we'd be going on to our phonics series, which is a very popular series, and you can see the individual one, for instance, like Shark in the Park. This is one of our library-bound books, but it also comes is available in paperback. So Shark in the Park, you can see those root word endings, that repetition of words. So as a child comes across, pup is in the park. There's a shark in the park. Pup barks. So perhaps they're going to stumble at ark, but then they're going to recognize it here with shark again. So then they'll see park and bark. So they're going to just be building up that confidence. They're going to recognize that similar root word ending and just gain confidence. The other beautiful thing about our phonics readers, with Stephen Cartwright as the illustrator, Stephen Cartwright had a little something extra in the books. And this was this yellow duck, and it's hidden on every page of his books. You may have seen it in some of our dual level readers, but it's also in our phonics readers. So we'll go through it. Pup wakes up fat cat. She meows, why did you bark? There's a shark in the park. Pup barks. Again, you can look for the duck, but then also our phonics readers have something a little special with this paper flap and a little something extra in the picture. It has a sharp, pointy fin. Don't forget another duck to find. Big Pig is lighting a fire. What a bright spark. There's a shark in the park. So that repetition of shark in the park as well, they're gonna recognize those words. They're going to be able to read it to themselves. Again, we're building confidence with these children. And these extra flaps and those ducks. I don't want to spoil the ending. And the other thing that's beautiful about our phonics readers, in this series with Stephen Cartwright, it's the same characters. So they'll know hen with those pens and the big pig and fat cat. So they'll be familiar with those. You can buy the individual titles, but then you can also get them in our combined volumes. In our combined volumes, an example would be Ted and Friends. Ted and Friends has all 12 phonics series. Our first ones, Fat Cat on a Mat, Ted in a Red Bed, Big Pig on a Dig, Hen's Pins, Fox on a Box, Frog on a Log, Ted's Sheds, Sam Sheep Can't Sleep, Shark in the Park, Toad Makes a Road, Goose on the Loose, and Mouse Moves House. So what they've done is taken the paperback versions, they put them all in this one single binding. So instead of buying each individually for $7, you can get all of them for $20. So it's a fabulous savings for your customers. So if they were considering 3 of the phonics readers, the paperbacks, they might as well go ahead and get Ted and Friends. And the bonus is it comes with a read-along CD. Something to know about our read-along CDs, they don't make the sound when you have to turn the page. Instead, encourage your child to use the picture cues of when they need to turn it. Or they'll be able to tell after they've read it a couple times. I also recommend to my customers, put the CD in the car, with or without the book. It's a great story time hour. Perhaps you could use it for quiet time, or even have a story playing in their playroom as they're building something or playing with their toys. They can listen to the story. It's a fun stories with sound effects and great read-alouds. So Ted and Friends, it was our initial one. Then one came out, some new series came out. One of them is the Cow Takes a Bow. So unfortunately, Stephen Cartwright passed away a few years ago, and so his duck and his characters, those were the last of the books that we had. But we have been replenished with Cow Takes a Bow. So we also have other individual titles. Before I get to Cow Takes a Bow, there's the Phonics. One of our collections is the Phonics Reader's Starter Collection, where you may see this in the front of your catalog, where you can buy multiple titles from a series, and there's a savings there. So these are the books that come in that Phonics Starter catalog. And some of those new titles that we were talking about, for instance, is Underpants for Ants, Cow Takes a Bow, and Bee Makes Tea. So the bee makes tea. So we'll go through this one. Bee makes tea. Meet Bee. Bee lives beside the sea. Today she's all aflutter, for it's Queen Bee's birthday tea. Bee buzzes home and starts to bake. Soon her room fills up with cake. Chocolate cheesecakes on the chairs, cherry cupcakes up the stairs, piles piled high with plums and pears. Again, you can see those repetitive root word endings. So the child's going to recognize that ending and put the sound that goes with it. Aunt runs in and grins with glee. You're making tea for my queen bee. Her birthday tea is by the sea. I've planned a grand tea on the sand. It must go well. Can I lend a hand? Another reading tip I use for my phonics readers is always follow along with your finger. Definitely share this at home shows. So the child is associating they stack up cups and fill the pot. So even if you're reading a story to your emerging reader, read it like this to them, where you each word that you read, you're going to point to. So then soon they recognize, well, that's it. It looks a lot. Oh, Aunt, how will I carry that? Wait there, says Aunt. I'll soon be back. You can do this as you go into chapter books and are doing read-alouds with them. It'll help with bigger words or even how you sound it out. He finds his friends and lines them up. They carry cakes and plates and cups. So just a fun story, a part of our new series there in the Phonics Readers. And like Ted and Friends, all of those new stories are available in Cow Takes a Bow. And other tales. It's another example of our combined volume where they've taken these individual titles and put them all in one binding for a fabulous price of $14.99. Unlike the Ted and Friends, there's not the read-along CD. Also, you can see that reduced price in that. But in this particular one, there's going to be a section about phonics. So it'll help kind of a parent's guide on how to help your child learn how to read, some maybe irregular words they're going to come across, and then how to work with phonemes. The other would be the stories included: Cow Takes a Bow, Snail Brings the Mail, Bee Makes Tea, Underpants for Ants, Croc Gets a Shock, Crow in the Snow, and then puzzles to do. So this is great also for reading comprehension. Not only are they reading it, but are they understanding what they're reading? So you can go along with them with these puzzles and see how well they do for recognizing words that are close together in spelling or have same word ending. A little out of order between the alphabet and these phonics readers, one of my other favorites is the first word book. So as they've recognized the letters in the first alphabet book, this first word book is phenomenal in that it gives children different categories. So it's a great picture with the word koala. So on this particular page, you could work with just recognizing beginning sentences. The beginning letter for each word. It's good thick pages, so you can work with this with toddlers, but it's the whole association of mother, father, brother, all your family members, food, and then can you find a word that begins with the letter B? Bowl, that's right, spoon, and then body parts. There's all different kinds of categories, and again, those thick pages. So my first word book. I hope you have taken something away from this phonics reading series and have a lot of fun with these books. Thank you.